The following program is sponsored by Phx Finds Media. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of Phx Finds. On this episode, we're checking out a retro new restaurant in the Melrose district of Phoenix, swinging by a gorgeous hair salon, and checking out a customizable charcuterie cart. Let's go. Hey everybody, it's Lexi Romano with Phx Finds. Phx Finds. Phx Finds. Today we are here in the Melrose district checking out the Royale Kitchen and Cocktails. They have an incredible menu. Let's go inside and meet the owner. All right, Mark, thank you so much for having us in today. This space is absolutely incredible. Tell me a little bit about the design and the vibe in here.
It has a mid-century modern feel to it, so that's really the vibe of this neighborhood, the Melrose district, and we're trying to bring a lot of that back to this building. It's kind of a mix of like Palm Springs meets a little Las Vegas in the 60s and meets a lot of Phoenix. So we've got that kind of tropical, deserty vibe, and the colors kind of represent that as well.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind the food, because you guys are at the Royale Kitchen and Cocktails.
Right, so the food really comes from a mix of making a metropolitan cuisine, right? So I love the city, I love big cities, but for me, metropolitan food represents a lot of different ethnic foods. You have a lot of different things you can choose from off the menu. It's a lot of different flavors to really make it a very accessible menu.
And you are a staple here in the Valley. You are an Arizona native, and you've brought so many great concepts to the Valley. Tell me what makes the Royale Kitchen and Cocktails special.
This is special because it's something that I was able to do from the start on my own. So we got to create the vibe, we got to create the experience, we got to create the spaces that we wanted to have. Having those other concepts, you realize I really need to have like shows if I want to do a show. I want a nice outdoor space. So this I was able to create from scratch, and that's what I think makes it special.
And this building has a cool history. Tell me about that.
Right, so it's called the Royale for a couple reasons. We wanted to help continue to elevate the Melrose district with the royalty, the regal experience. So these were 4 auto body shops that were combined here on this property. It was tragic, and Rocco really took a lot of time to look at the vision and what we wanted to create. So we transformed it into these 7 different businesses that are located here.
And let's talk about the other businesses.
So that's the other thing that makes this a very special place for me, is that the goal was to create a community gathering space who complemented each other. So it's meant to create a real synergy between all the businesses.
Yes, and you teased us about the food and the cocktails a little bit.
Yeah.
So why don't we go over to your beautiful outdoor dining space and try some of these delicious menu items.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, all right, Mark, so we have moved outside to your outdoor dining area, the Flamingo Room, and we have some incredible food in front of us that smells amazing. Tell me about these dishes.
I will. I am so proud of our menu. Chef Jeff Blake and Sylvia Romero, they're the ones that make this work every single day. This here is the Peachy Keen sandwich. It's with the crispy chicken. You can get it with grilled. I guarantee you will come back just for that sandwich alone. This is our Oasis Bowl, which is beautiful as well. You can get it topped with any protein that you want. But otherwise, they're vegetarian, very healthy, very light, and very filling.
Great.
So
oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Thai tempura shrimp.
I'm sorry, this is stealing the show from me. This looks so gorgeous.
You're gonna want to eat this after. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's everything you want in shrimp, and it just fills you all up.
Ah, delicious.
Nachos, how can you go wrong with that? We make our own nacho cheese sauce. This is the Yum Burger way back here. It's got a secret sauce. So this is one of our brunch items. It's a curry scramble, and if you love curry, you're gonna love this. You can also get it at night for dinner. It doesn't come with the eggs. We just do a Thai shrimp curry instead.
I've never heard of a curry scramble. Curry for breakfast. You guys are mixing it up here, but I love it.
We have such a great brunch, and it's 10 to 3 Saturday and Sunday, so it's wonderful. Otherwise, we're open all day on Saturday and Sunday, and we're open every night during the week, 4:30 till 10 o'clock at night. So.
And that's the time to come in and get a cocktail. So tell me about one or two of these delicious cocktails.
Or maybe today we have a cocktail. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. So this one here is our Yum Marg. That's made with 21 seeds cucumber tequila. So it's our specialty. It's got a nice little habanero sugar on the top. This here is the Royale Martini. It's a mixture of gin and vodka.
Beautiful.
This is the Spicy Mark Daddy. It's named after me because I'm a little spicy.
I love that.
It's made with Maker's Mark, and it's got a nice habanero. This is our statuesque here.
Oh my
goodness. You have to have two people to order it. It's called the Mother Ducker. Again, you can get that tequila or vodka, blue curacao, several other items in it, but it's a nice little signature cocktail for us.
You guys are bringing such a great vibe to this neighborhood.
Thank you.
And you're doing something really special right now. Tell me about the raffle.
We are. So the Big Royale raffle is coming up, and right now it's got over $10,000 worth of prizes in it. You have until the end of March to purchase raffle tickets. So follow us on Royale Kitchen PHX, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Okay, this is great. You're bringing so much great food and fun to this amazing neighborhood.
Thank you.
Mark, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm trying a French fry.
Let's put this right here.
If you're experiencing any unwanted critters in your home, but you want to go with a company that keeps you and your family safe, then do what I did and call Moxie Pest Control. We're here today to meet the owner, Austin Clark. All right, Austin, thank you so much for having us in today. I love Moxie and I love what you guys stand for. Tell me a little bit about the products that you use and how it's so safe for family and pets.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Lexi, for being here. The products we use, they're totally safe. They are the same products that are used in hospitals, nursing homes, restaurants.
Oh, wow.
My wife is a humongous critic of people we have coming into the home, products that we use around it. And so there is no way with our 2 dogs, 5 kids, that anything is coming or anyone is coming into the home that's going to be harmful or not a positive thing.
This gives us a lot of peace of mind because it's coming from families. As the owner of the company, you guys are seriously concerned about this. Tell me about how you create lasting relationships within the community.
I say this all the time around here. Pest control is what we do. People is what we're actually about. I don't know that pest control matters that much, or if we're a garbage man or whatever it is that we do. It doesn't matter what you say, it matters how people feel after you've left them. That really, really matters, and that emanates throughout every part of our business. We want our customers to not to ever have to think about pest control. We're the best in the world at it. We're biased about that, but we're very, very good. And more than that, we want them to have a positive experience when they call us on the phone or interact with us at their home and on their property.
You do so much training with all of your employees, whether it is people here in the office or someone who's going out to someone's home. Tell me about that process.
We have a lot of employees. I think that right now we're at about 175. That balloons up to over 200, 225. And so one of the key things that sets us apart from others perhaps is that every single day, it doesn't matter who you are, what department you're in, you receive 30 minutes of training, 30 minutes of instruction. It may be on a label, it may be on insect biology, it may be on smiling, it may be on technology or making people happy. It starts from the top down. It permeates throughout the entire company. Those things really, really matter, and those are the things that set us apart.
You have so many 5-star Google reviews.
Yeah.
Clearly, people love you guys and love working with you guys.
Yeah, I think as we speak today, we've got over 6,400 reviews. We are the most reviewed and highest reviewed pest control company in all of Arizona. While I'm prideful and think that we do things great here, just ask the market, ask the public, check us out online, and you'll really like those reviews.
Definitely. Well, being here in Arizona, it's tricky because we have so many months where it is really hard to be outside.
Yeah.
How does Moxie work throughout the entire year?
As much as we would love to do pest control once and all the problems are gone, it is really a regular thing. I would love to mow my lawn once a year and have it look great. I would love for us to be able to do the dishes once a year and to have them never appear. Pest control is a maintenance kind of thing. There's different insects that nest and breed at different times of the year. We change products a couple of times a year so that the pests don't build up an immunity to them. The best sign of a good pest control is not having pests, and so sometimes people will stop and say, hey, all the bugs are gone, and that's the time not to stop because we've got the pest threshold so low. That's what you're aiming for. You want to keep that going for as long as possible, and the maintenance is what makes that happen.
So I have worked with Moxie and it was a fantastic experience for my whole family. I felt very, very safe, very comfortable, and haven't seen any unwanted visitors since then. But since I had such a great experience, I wonder what happens if ever something does go wrong?
The simple answer to that is we make it right, and we make it right immediately. Just because we're a pest control company, it doesn't mean we don't make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you won't have bugs in your house from time to time when the weather changes, when the monsoon season happens, when we go from this beautiful 70, 80 degrees to 110 degrees, when it rains, which sometimes it does in Arizona, not often.
Every now and then.
Yeah, it brings the bugs out. And so when they come back, what you're investing in is a pest-free home. So while we'll come once a season, if you have any issues in between, give us a phone call, find us online, we'll come back out and we'll take care of that for no charge.
All of my experiences with Moxie have been above and beyond. So for anybody out there who's like, okay, I know maybe that season is coming where things are going to change and I'm ready to invest in having my home be pest-free, how do they work with you?
They can look us up online. They'll find us next to all of those 5-star reviews that you mentioned. They can give us a phone call, and we would love to be able to help any of your listeners or followers and have them have the same results that you're having.
Absolutely. Well, the results are fantastic. I can say that. So Austin, thank you again for having us in today, and thank you for keeping us pest-free at my home.
You got it. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered about the health of your scalp? A beautiful new hair salon here in Buckeye just opened, and they're going to help you get healthy, beautiful hair. Let's go inside and meet the owner, Alana. All right, Alana, thank you so much for having us in today to Studio Linea. We are so excited to hear all about it. So tell me how you got your start.
Yeah, so I've been doing hair for about 17 years.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's been a while. I started out in Oregon and we moved here into Verrado. And when I had the opportunity to open up a salon in my own community, in my own neighborhood, I just jumped at it. Construction took a long time. It took over 3 years, but it's been so exciting to finally be open. We love being in this community. I mean, we have so much walkthrough traffic. Everyone knows everyone. All of our clients are neighbors. So it's a lot of fun.
And let me just say that those 3 years were well worth it because the space is absolutely gorgeous in here. The lighting, everything is so beautiful. So tell me about some of the offerings that you have. I know you have a couple specialty things that you do.
Yes, we do. So we do all sorts of hair color, hair cutting, extensions.
Oh, great.
The biggest thing that we do is scalp care. We take care of people's scalps.
Okay.
It's important for your hair to be healthy, obviously, but it starts with the scalp. And so we have a scalp assessment machine. It's basically like a magnifier for your scalp, and you can see exactly what's going on. That way we can tailor the treatments, the scalp treatments that we recommend specifically to your own hair type.
Tell me one of the scalp treatments that you would do, because I assume it's a lot of like buildup. A lot of people have a lot of buildup.
Yeah. We also have a lot of dryness here in Arizona. It's a very dry state.
Yes.
And when your scalp is dry, it can get itchy, it can get inflamed.
Wow.
It can also cause the hair follicle to get damaged if you have too much buildup on your scalp.
Oh my goodness.
People can experience hair loss because of a dirty scalp or just buildup on the scalp from all the products that we use, and also all the minerals in the water here in Arizona, which tend to dry out our scalp and our hair. And so we've seen a lot of clients who are dealing with hair loss issues, and now they're not dealing with that as much because we've been able to completely cleanse that.
Oh my
goodness. Kind of like a facial, you know, when you get a facial for your scalp. Facial for your scalp.
I love this.
Yeah.
So cool. So tell me about, I know you mentioned this already, that you guys are here in the Verrado neighborhood.
Yes.
Talk about your community engagement a little bit.
Oh, we love it. It's so great. We're right in the heart of downtown Verrado. That's kind of what they coined it now. And it's a huge community. It's growing so much. And because it is such a community-focused neighborhood, I kind of call it like a Hallmark movie. Like we have, the tree lighting in December.
Yeah.
We have something called Founders Day is actually in a couple weeks, where our HOA plans for a band to come in over a weekend. They've had the Beach Boys, they've had, Motley Crue, they've had so many different musicians and bands come in. And so that's a big festival that's happening in a couple weeks. So we usually try to do as much as we can that coincides with that, because that happens just right next to us.
Absolutely. You guys are right here, like you said, in the heart of the Verrado community. community. So much is going on, so much is happening around you. And I notice on your door that it does say by appointment only, because you guys are very busy.
We are already so busy. We've been open for 3 months. I'm actually hiring right now.
Okay,
I'm trying to get a couple more stylists because we are open 7 days a week. And we open at 6 a.m. We try to stay open as late as we can.
Wow.
So that's partly why I need a couple more stylists.
Definitely.
Because those are long days. But we try to accommodate everyone's schedule. Busy working moms or, you know, whoever it is. So 6 a.m. is actually one of our most popular appointments.
I'll bet. I am a working mom. And so for me, those early times or those later times are really important.
A lot of our clients come in with their laptops. They're still working. We have a little like platform for them to set their laptop on. So
I love it.
Yeah. We try to, you know, think about all the little details. We have a great coffee menu and, you know, just wanted it to be very luxurious.
Absolutely. It is. It almost feels like a spa when you come in. It's so beautiful.
I had an incredible interior designer.
It's gorgeous in here.
She dealt with my huge list of things that I wanted. I've been thinking about it for so long. So
I love it. Very cool. Well, remind everybody, for those who are out there like, I'm ready to make my appointment, remind them how they find you.
Absolutely. The best way to do that is to go online. We have a very comprehensive app, salon app, and that is thestudiolinea.com. We also have pretty active social media, so you're welcome to look at all of that. Like I said, 7 days a week.
6 a.m.
Everyone, 6 a.m.
Incredible. All right, Alana, thank you so much for having us in your space today. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful space and maybe get a coffee.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. The hottest new restaurant in Scottsdale, Elephante, is bringing Mediterranean cuisine right here to all of us in Arizona. Let's go inside and meet Chef Rubino. We are here at the gorgeous Elephante right here in Scottsdale, and I'm standing with Chef Rubino. Chef, thank you for having us in today.
Thanks for coming in.
Tell me a little bit about the theme and kind of the vibe in here.
So it's a coastal Italian restaurant. We like to bring sort of the coast of Italy to Scottsdale. The colors in here are like, you know, really light colors from like the green marble to the white marble floor. Our food represents like coastal Italy, southern Italy, all of that.
You definitely get that vibe when you come in here. I mean, there's a ton of beautiful plants outside on the patio. You just feel like you've stepped into Italy or Greece or somewhere like that. It's just so gorgeous. What is the style of the food? Does it kind of follow that same vibe?
Yeah, so the food follows that same vibe. The food is coastal Italian, southern Italian. It's very light, very refreshing. I like to say we use more olive oil than cheese and butter.
That's great. So then I assume, I mean, I don't know that this is necessarily healthy, but it feels a little bit healthier maybe.
It does. It's definitely that Mediterranean diet.
A little bit lighter, more about the quality rather than the quantity.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
There really is like an elevated vibe when you come in here. And I know that you worked at the location in California as well, and you came out here to open the Scottsdale.
Correct. Yeah.
Why did you guys decide for Scottsdale as your second location?
You know, I think we've been looking for a spot in Scottsdale for a while now, and we just thought that the transition from Los Angeles or Santa Monica to Scottsdale would just be an easy one for us. The people that live here, the demographic that come to this area, it fits our demographic very well. When we were looking at other locations and other restaurants in the area, we knew there was nothing like Elephante out here, so we knew it would be a big hit.
Definitely. Well, you guys have been a huge hit since you came in December. Like I said, you've really taken over the valley. Everybody's excited. When you come, do you have to have a reservation?
Definitely need to have a reservation. You can visit the website elephanterestaurants.com, and then you'll see Santa Monica and Scottsdale. Just hit the Scottsdale tab.
Nice and easy. We have to talk about this food that is in front of us because this smells absolutely incredible. Chef, tell me what we have over here.
Two very popular pastas that we have on the menu. Vodka pasta, it's just like a super classic Parmigiano Reggiano vodka tomato sauce. This is our arugula and pistachio pesto with some Parmesan breadcrumbs on top. This is the hamachi crudo with Meyer lemon, crispy capers and chives.
Wow.
Our white radicchio salad with hazelnuts, honey, and a robiola vinaigrette. And then the infamous whipped eggplant whipped with creme fraiche. And then that's our puccia bread. It's our sourdough pizza dough that puffs in the wood fire oven.
And this looks amazing. I mean, it came out all puffed up and it has stayed looking gorgeous. And then of course you have an amazing cocktail program here.
This is probably our most popular cocktail, and it's called our Elephante. I like to say it's like a passion fruit margarita-ish. It's got some orgeat in it, which is like an almond liqueur, and it has a little bit of a Calabrian chili tincture in it, so it's a bit spicy.
You have an incredible full bar as well, so people can have delicious cocktails, incredible food. Make that reservation, and then remind us your social media as well.
So it's Elephante on Instagram.
Thank you so much for having us in today. I'm ready to make my reservation and come try some of this incredible food. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you.
Imagine a customizable charcuterie cart with premium cheeses, cured meats, and delicious treats for your guests to enjoy. Well, that's exactly what Heidi Kaufman is starting with Graze Go AZ. Let's go meet her and hear all about it. Okay, Heidi, thank you so much for having us here to chat a little bit about Graze Go. I love a charcuterie board. I'm sure you do as well. Tell me about the concept.
The way it started was I was throwing a party for some friends, and I always do a charcuterie table, like a grazing table.
Yeah.
And I wanted something different, but I wanted like a different kind of cheese or something. And something with the algorithm popped up, and this business kept pushing to my feed about build your own charcuterie bar cart. This is it for me. And I actually quit my corporate job and launched this.
Well, congratulations on that. That is a big deal. And I love this concept because when you go to an event, a lot of times you walk in and there's a beautiful charcuterie board, but if you get there late, you might be getting the last pickings of stuff. That's where this is different. Tell me about the guest experience.
Let's say you're coming up as a guest, right? Everything is fresh. This is an interactive experience for you and I. And so you get to tell me everything that you want on your board. It's very customizable. We refill this all throughout the event.
Okay.
So you're not gonna come late and have nothing.
Right. You're not
We're
gonna get the
gonna have
last
something
picked over pieces. Everything
for you.
is fresh and beautiful throughout the entire event. And tell me about some of the cheeses and meats that we have on the board.
So we have different options that you can choose from. This is pepper jack cheese.
Delish.
People love pepper jack. It gives a little kick in your mouth. This is sharp cheddar cheese over here.
Okay.
So, and I've got the little cubes.
You're making them their own individual little board. Nobody else is touching this.
Yes.
Nobody else is messing with this. And they get to make it exactly how they want. And so you were telling me a little bit about what's on this cart, but you can do different kind of things. How can people customize it?
Let's say you have an Italian themed wedding, for an example. We've got your charcuterie cart, right?
Ready to go.
You've got your dinner. So we're coming in for the cocktail hour, for the appetizers, whatever. We're gonna stay and we're gonna turn this into a cannoli bar cart for you for desserts.
Gosh, that's such a great idea. I never would have thought of that. So you can make this cart into multiple different things throughout the night.
Based off of your theme, yes, whatever you need.
This is such a fun and great idea. So say I'm having an event, I'm having a party. How many people can you cater to, can you make boards for?
I recently just did a 400 party event for a corporate party.
Oh my gosh.
We've got multiple bar carts so that it doesn't bottleneck down. It really customizes on that individual experience for everybody so that everybody gets that opportunity. I mean, the sky's the limit.
So if you have a really large party like that, is it you behind this bar and another person do it, so you have multiple carts?
We'll always have two people behind a cart. So it'll be me and another person. So you'll have two people, so it's a speedy experience. So
wow.
We're not trying to like really have a 20-minute conversation, right? But we're trying to like let you enjoy the rest of the party.
Exactly, because this is a party. This is part of the experience. They come up, they get their delicious board, but then they want to go back to the rest of their party and they want to enjoy.
Exactly, and the best thing about this is you can choose the bottomless option and they get to come back over and over and over during the party.
Oh my gosh.
And get more of what they want.
This is so great. I love this. Okay, so I am sure people will be booking with you for anything and everything. Weddings, brunches. You are gonna be at every single party coming up in the Valley. I can't wait to see Graze Go everywhere. But if people watching are like, I'm ready to book, I want this at my next event, how do they book with you?
So you're gonna go online and you're gonna go to grazegoaz.com and there's a form to fill out. And make sure to fill out the form, give as much detail as possible because we're gonna build a customized quote and I'll set an appointment to call you.
And that is so great. Nice and easy. Go online, book you from there. All right, Heidi, I love this so much. I'm gonna try some of my Graze Go charcuterie board. Thank you.
Thank you.
All All right, Jeremy, thank you so much for having us out again.
Thank you.
We're up here in your North Scottsdale location. It's really beautiful. So tell me a little bit about your guys' mission.
Yeah, so, being in this business 2 decades, the mission has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Just obviously we want to serve our customers, but for me, I also want to serve my team who can serve my customers, because I can't talk to everyone every day right now.
Right.
So it's nice to kind of develop miniature me's all over.
Sure.
And
Well, it has to come from the top.
has
that
to come
company
from the
culture.
top, right? And then, but I'm at the same time, I'm always there for that support there.
Definitely.
So I would have to say just team members and customers,
And I'm
equally
sure your
important.
customers feel that your team really cares and they feel that company culture coming down. But the industry just of insurance has changed so much. How do you keep your team members on top of things?
It really has. So we have mandatory training that we have to do. We do a lot of role playing, which a lot of guys hate. We all do. And but we have to do it because we have to keep up on what ifs and what's coming up, and the nuances in our policy language and stuff that's coming up. So the industry has changed quite a bit in the last few years.
And you've been doing this in the Valley for over 2 decades,
I don't
which is crazy to me.
I don't like
because
the
you're only
sound
25.
of that. Yeah, right. 29. Yeah.
29, yes. But so how do you keep it fresh? I mean, how do you, insurance can be kind of tricky. How do you keep it fresh but still simplify it for your customers?
I mean, the great thing about our business is we don't know what the day is going to come into. It could be scary for some people, and it is important to simplify it and to put it in real world terms. There's a lot of jargon out there that people aren't going to read their entire policy.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So you really need just real world answers. We call it, we want off the record, on the record conversations, meaning look, this is just between us. We are not putting anything through, but this is the repercussions if we do X, Y, and Z. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that makes them feel more comfortable because, like you said, they're not going to read through the whole policy, but you guys have. You guys know what you're talking about.
Correct, and we know our competitors, and we know what the advantages and disadvantages are, and there's just a lot more out there than especially when you have stuff to protect. When you're in college and you just have your car and apartment, it's a little bit different than when you have a home and a family and young children, or if you have older kids, you have now new problems, right? So with driving, life changes, and we want to be there to help you navigate those changes.
It's always evolving, and you told me last time that you guys want to be the second call. So the first call when something goes wrong should be an emergency service or maybe a family member. You guys want to be that second call.
Correct, and a lot of times you don't realize that no matter what happens, car accident, something happens at the home, a life insurance claim, the insurance company is the second call. So it's important you know that company, know the person that you're dealing with.
Trust. It's really about that.
It's a
trust.
mutual form of trust.
So for people out there who are like, I am ready to work with you guys, sign me up. How do they get in touch with you? How do they get in contact?
Easiest way is probably through our website, just jeremymueller.com, or just give us a call, or just Google us. I mean, we're out there.
You guys have so many great reviews online. You're so easy to find. So there you go. Just Google it. All
Awesome.
right, Jeremy, thanks for having us in today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Phx Finds. We love exploring this incredible city with you, and we hope you do too. Now remember, when you shop local, you keep all that amazing business right in the heart of your community. Until next time, I'm Lexi Romano, and thanks for watching. Thank you. The preceding program was sponsored by Mac Media Relations, Moxie Pest Control, Jeremy Mueller Insurance, Graze Go AZ. The preceding program sponsored by Phx Finds Media.